Cooking is part of our everyday lives. We all have to eat, but sometimes it can be a very dangerous activity.
That's right. We took a trip to accident-prone junior high to take a look into some of the most common accidents that happen there and have asked Dr. Safeplace what he suggests to fix the problems we found.
Washing hands before eating not only prevents germs from spreading, it also makes eating food prepared by that person possible. I wouldn't want to eat any food prepared by that person. Dr. Safeplace, what do you recommend for this situation, being our expert here?
Like you said, washing your hands when you cook helps you eliminate germs from spreading. I always recommend that students should wash their hands in warm water for 20 seconds or the length of the ABCs when they wash their hands, like you'll see in this next video clip.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know what ABCs that I want to sing with me.
I agree with you, Doctor. Another food that I would be hesitant to eat is seen in this next clip. Mixing chemicals with this food can make people very sick. This teen was sick several days after this incident. What do you think we can do to help prevent this, Doctor?
Well, first, I'm glad to see students using soap to wash their dishes. Just like washing hands, washing dishes in hot, soapy water will eliminate germs. It is important, however, that we keep all chemicals away from food. Students should leave the bubbles in a sink at all times. Not only can it make people sick, but if the bubbles land on the floor, it can make the floor very slick.
Funny you should mention falling, Doctor. Our next clip includes that very thing. Doctor, what do you think could have caused such a terrible fall?
Well, there are a couple of concerns for me in this situation. First, there are books all over the floor, and that can be a bad falling hazard. And as you can see, there was water shining on the floor, and I think that's what caused the situation.
Wow, thank you so much for your helpful advice. These are all really important things to consider while working in the kitchen. The next video I want to show you is a little bit gross. Students are hurrying to get cleaned up, and when something horrible happens.
Ouch! Cuts are one of the most common accidents in the kitchen and can easily be avoided. This incident, for example, could have been avoided by leaving the knives out on the edge of the sink until he or she was ready to wash them. At that point, he or she should pick up the knife by the handle, keep it in their hand while washing it, and then immediately rinse it and take it out of the sink. Always use extreme caution when using knives in a kitchen.
Wow, great advice, Doctor. I'm going to have to start using that method in my home. Just one more question. We watched a video earlier of a girl who got sick because of chemicals on the food. But this girl washed her hands. She made sure there were no chemicals. How did she get sick?
This one is hard because it is not visible to the eye. And according to the CDC, 1 out of 10,000 raw eggs contain salmonella. Salmonella can cause severe cramps, diarrhea, and fever. It may take several months for your bowels to return to normal. Eating cookie dough is risky business because it can make you sick.
Wow, I didn't know that. I love cookie dough. I guess I'll have to think about it before I take another bite.
Well, thanks for coming, Dr. Safe Place. We learned a lot about how to make the kitchen a safer place. We'll have to use those new tips when making a masterpiece in the kitchen. Coming up next, after the break, we'll look at the new legislation for school uniforms.